How to break up amicably. So a lot of people go through breakups in life. It's normal, but usually breakups are bad and they don't necessarily need to be bad. I've learned in the last 5 years how to break up amicably with people. Because now I've been single and I'm doing a lot of self-discovery and I'm trying to be authentic and trying to find the right person without repeating the patterns and the mistakes of the past. I tend to end relationships quickly if I feel that they're not working. But then, how do you do it amicably? So, the main thing is don't be nasty, don't be rude, because there's no point saying things to the other person uh, that are going to make them unhappy and angry. If you've decided you don't want to be with a person, don't tell them what's wrong with them because you don't want to fix those things. You don't want them to reflect on their life and then have that discussion. The more discussions you have, the worse it will get. And also, don't take the coward's way out and say, oh, it's my fault and it's me, it's not you. Just be honest and say, we are different people and I don't believe it's going to work. But don't get nasty. If you, for example, have ended up living with that partner, you don't need to suddenly become nasty and say, now I'm not going to cook your food because uh, we're not together and I'm not going to, I don't know, wash your clothes, which I've been doing because we shared responsibilities and tasks in the past, but now it's not my problem. While you're together, try to live exactly the same way that you did before, minus the sex and the hugs and cuddles and the affection. So think of them as a family member or a friend and pass that time until such time that you can go your separate ways and I don't know if one person moves out or both of you move out or whatever the situation may be. But until that time, don't get nasty because that's why relationships end badly and you have all this discomfort. And the thing is, it's not just the other person who's going to feel it, you're going to feel it as well. Whenever you are feeling something in a situation, the other person on the other side is also feeling the same sort of discomfort. You may not know it or understand it, but human beings, they bounce off each other's feelings. So the simple solution is continue doing the same things in the same way. Be civil, be civilized, be nice to each other. Think of the times when you were together and you actually loved each other, or when you were happy. And think, okay, it's the same person. Nothing has changed except that I don't want to be with this person anymore. And that's what I do. I broke up with one partner that I was with for 5 years, and I thought he's going to move out and he doesn't have anywhere to go. He doesn't have a job at the moment. So I thought if I was in a marriage and if I was with a woman, then I would have to pay for her rent, or I would have to move out, or I would have to pay alimony or things like that. Just because I am gay and not married, I should not treat this any differently. And what I did was I paid my ex's rent for a year and a half, and I said, look, I will help you pay your rent until you get back on your feet. I will give you X amount of money so you can start your new life, get yourself sorted. And I tried my best to be as nice as possible and be as fair as possible because that way I will feel happy inside, the other person won't feel miserable, and karma in the long run, karma gets everyone. So I believe in that where you should treat others how you want to be treated. And likewise, subsequently after that, I had another relationship for 5.5 years. And when it ended, I did similar things. I helped my ex settle and get back on his feet and start a new life without me in it. Because when you're in a relationship and if you happen to be the person who is financially more secure, earns more money or things like that, when you break up, the other one is more impacted. And I think if you're not fair in your dealings with that person, one, that the relationship will end very badly, and two, it will leave a bad taste in the mouth of both people because your conscience always knows what you've done wrong. So it will come and bite you in the long run. And karma, what you do to others comes to your way, doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not. So that's my little advice on breakups.